Welcome to this week's episode. We are HGC After Dark and we are at Shrewsbury Prison. Shrewsbury Prison, known as the Dana, was completed in 1793 and named after Reverend Edmund Dana. The original building was constructed by Thomas Telford following plans by Shrewsbury architect John Hiram Haycock. For many years, Shrewsbury Prison was a place of execution, which in older times was carried out in public and drew huge crowds in an unwholesome festive atmosphere. People used to turn up in the early hours and make sure they'd get a good place, and posters were produced as souvenirs. Shrewsbury's last public hanging was on April the 11th, 1863, when 30-year-old Edward Cooper was executed for murder. It was particularly popular, with the numbers watching 10 times higher than the previous execution. From 1902 to 1961, there were 8 executions at Shrewsbury Prison. On the 9th of February 1961, a 21-year-old named George Wiley was executed by hanging for the murder of a 63-year-old woman. This would be the last ever execution to take place at Shrewsbury Prison before this form of capital punishment was abolished in 1969. During the redevelopment in 1972, the remains of 10 prisoners executed at Shrewsbury Prison were dug up. 9 of those prisoners were unrecognisable and were subsequently cremated. The remaining prisoner was identified as George Wiley, where his remains were handed over to his relatives. Now, this is the first time that HGC After Dark have ever gone to this location, and we've always wanted to go to this formidable prison, which is known worldwide in England to be the most haunted prison in England, at least. So we're looking forward to travelling down, seeing what this big, huge, vast area can offer, but more importantly, see if it's more than willing to speak and show itself, and see what we can capture on our equipment. With the spirit of the Grey Lady, who is known to roam the corridors of her wing and make you fully aware of her presence, will she make an appearance tonight? With known documented hangings, a lot of which were not made public at the time, are these spirits lost souls that wander this vast prison, confused, hurt, or even angry, as at the end of the day they have committed vile crimes and were dearly punished for it? With a capacity of 400 prisoners that could be held here at one time, and a revolving door of new faces daily within these vast walls of this large prison, what or who will make themselves known tonight? We have one night, we have 2 investigators, and a lot of technology to make this happen. Again, welcome to Shrewsbury Prison. Three friends, one goal, one quest. We are HGC After Dark. Unique yet different nonetheless, we have our challenge to find proof of life after death. What happens to your spirit when you pass? Does your energy just disappear? Can a spirit possess an object or a building it once cherished daily? There are plenty of questions and not enough answers. Within our team we set on finding the excellent proof that indeed we are not alone. Travelling all over the UK to hotspot locations to gain proof of the afterlife, capturing their story, their moments, their voice onto video. Follow our quest, follow our findings, share our experience. We are HGC After Dark.
Now I've just turned my equipment on, and unfortunately I missed that because I think you've turned it off. I'm back on now. Can you make that ball go off at the end of that corridor again? We've just started the investigation. Go close to that ball and make it flash for me again. You've just done it 3 times and we've missed every one of them.
Do it one more time, we'll leave you be.
Just go close to that ball and make it flash like you've just done. I just caught a good orb on, oh, it might be in your infrared off that thing. It picks up on here though, doesn't it? You've just set them off and we didn't ask you to. You did it twice and the camera was recording, but you turned the camera off, I'm sure of it. So I've had to restart everything. If you can hear my voice, can you do me a big favour and just set that ball off flashing again in that doorway that we're looking at now? You've just done it. Go close to it and touch it. Thank you.
On my camera as well.
Oh my God. Happy days.
Close to that, so.
Thank you very much. It just shows that you're here and you can hear my voice. Thank you.
Okay.
Doing it again. Brilliant, isn't it?
Yes, let's see how far.
Yeah, I know, you got it close. I've got you in frame anyway. Just so people on the camera, we are in the reception part of the prison where prisoners would come first to be, what do you call it, Brett?
To be, I'd say...
Booked in, like, innit?
Yeah, booked in, yeah.
Yeah, like booked in. So the first thing that anyone would remember would be getting booked into probably the place where they're going to be spending a lot of years.
You're booked in here?
God, I've got a dab on. Thank you very much for making that flash. It was really good and on command. The guy that's walking towards you now, placing the camera on the floor, is SLS. So if you show yourself, it will potentially be able to pick you up in frame. If you can do that, then that'd be really good.
Can you try and set off again for us, please?
Don't think I can see the ball in frame there.
You see it flash over it.
I'll see it flash, yeah.
I know you can do it.
We're not here to harm, we're here because we're curious.
We're here to document your existence.
We know that life after death does actually exist, and we've been to lots of locations which have proved just that. But the one thing we haven't been to is a prison. Could you make it easier for us and set that ball off one more time and make it flash? Tell us that you are actually here and you can hear my voice.
If you set it off one more time, we'll leave the reception area, leave you be, and we'll go to a different location.
I've left my EVP recording through there as well, so that might potentially pick some up there. And the the REM pod, but we're not let it go off yet. That was good though. That we got it twice, didn't we? So we've through there. We're going to need to get a music box set up as well, but
Is that only count of that?
yeah. Should we try a music box in here? We've got it. We've got some going on, haven't we? If I give it to you, Brett, can you sort it out? And I'll keep the camera on you.
Keep the light on there so I can see.
Yeah, I know. That's on low and it's still pretty bright, isn't it?
Yeah. Shall we move the ball away and put this there instead?
I'd keep the ball there, but put the music box just behind it.
Oh, okay.
Or facing into that room. At least then if it's in that room, it can set it off. I don't think prisoners like music, but still it's a different avenue for them. Ready?
Yeah.
In that room now, Brett has just put a music box in there. I've got a really dry throat. And if you go close to that music box, anywhere near it, oh my God.
And I walked from there and didn't go off once.
No. Thank you. So you know exactly what to do. Can you try and do that again? I'll be surprised if it goes off again. Stop making them zip noises.
Sorry. I'm trying to find my...
Do you think that'll go? Can you try that again? I'll make the ball flash in front of it. Whatever you find easy to do. Brett. You are absolute legend. Absolute legend. Can you hold the camera, Brett? Hold the camera. We've done two things that have worked. One thing we haven't tried. This spirit seems to want to communicate for some reason in this section. I don't know if it's...
Oh yeah, the EMF.
Could that be me?
Possibly. We'll discredit that one.
That way or facing us?
No, it's facing that way.
So that's the scary thing.
The latch is towards where you are now.
What a weird room to want to be in.
See, so me walking away wouldn't have set it off because you're literally there now.
So I'm nowhere...
And you're moving. You're moving.
Like
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So it's not us setting it off because the sensor's facing towards the end of that room.
Like, you've been absolute... Goodness. Do you know, because you're doing this, it does tell me a few things.
Can you see anything on this? Oh, there's nothing there, is there?
Nothing there. Look at my head.
And that didn't go off once in the stairwell, did it?
Now, don't set the music box off again if you can. On the doorway, there's a green light. To me, you seem strong enough to be able to do anything you want. Can you make that green light flicker for me? That you can see in the doorway by going close to it. If you can make that flicker right now, that tells me definitely you are right in front of us and you're listening to every word that I'm saying. Or make the ball flash, one or the other. It's like it's stood in front of that music box, isn't it? Why is it still going off? That's going to reset it.
Yeah, you can do it. Oh no, come on.
Can you notice that the ball's not flashed? Again?
Oh no, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, I know you can hear me, and you're doing absolutely brilliant. Can you make that ball flash at all? The one that's in the middle of that frame, in the middle of the door?
Forget the box, just do the ball you did last time.
Just by touching it or putting your presence around it, it will detect you and it will flash. It's clearly in front of us.
If you can't do the ball, then just go back to the box again and make that go off again.
How is it possible that? I don't get how this is possible.
Why?
Because there's so much behind us, yet the first room is probably the furthest away from the building. They're more than happy to do it there. Like we've cornered it, do you know what I mean? Like we've pushed it into this area. Can you make that ball flash for us? Please make that ball flash for us. I really want that ball flash right.
It's done.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Don't mention the box anymore. See if it goes off again.
Oh, right. I think you probably heard, yeah.
Yeah.
There it goes. It is gone off. I think the camera picked you saying that as well.
Thank you for that though. That's the ball gone off and the box again. Can you possibly,
If
just to confirm, the green light, just go to the green light and just make that flicker a little bit for us, please. And then we'll leave you to it. We'll leave you in peace.
I don't think the green light is going to be a lot harder for you to do. Just because it is a hard thing to do.
Yeah, you can use our energy if you need to. But just go to the green light and just try and make it change to amber or red. We're not necessarily asking for red, but just to even flicker.
But you have to go and touch it though for it to go off. Or stand near it. So it's like
okay, so you're close, that's the ball. But with the ball though, you've got to physically touch that ball to make it go off.
Not really, it's got a electrical board inside it, so if they put the presence over it,
it
protects it.
See the ball again, and then the box. In sync.
Now, but my heart's going like crazy, yeah. It's just weird how I can't, and that went off quicker as well.
Yeah, because I've gone away from it, yeah.
Make that green light flicker for me,
because you've done absolutely brilliant at the moment. Literally, you're doing things whenever you want and whenever you please. That green light there shows us, me and Brett, that you are a very powerful spirit. You are in this building, you do reside here, and you are actually more than happy to communicate with ourselves tonight. By going near that green light, that'll flicker and that'll tell us everything we need to know. I've never wanted a green light to flicker so much in my entire life.
I know, because normally that's one of the things that goes off first, isn't it?
Time, yeah.
It's very rare we get the ball or music box going off
Not
well
like
before that. Okay. I'm guessing you like the box. Do you like the tune?
Stay there. Keep recording this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my...
What? Turn the torches on.
Yeah, that'll be better. I'm going to get my REM pod. Whatever it is, that's communicating as well. I didn't think it'd be like this.
They said the activity was good in here though. Can you move away from the box? Just move away from the box so it goes off. Yes.
Right. Turn the box off
Yeah,
and turn this on.
yeah. Got a nice shotty crack there, Dave.
This, they will find hard. If they get this going, I think I might have a little poop. Because that's a really hard thing for it to go off. Let me toss that away a bit so you know.
Can't see.
Is the illuminator's high enough so you can see it all?
Oh yeah, I can see everything.
I'm going to
that's
say
on
I've
the
only
floor.
got the illuminators on like
No, yeah, I can see a ramp on them now.
Right, what I've put in that room now is another gadget for you. Again, I'll be very surprised if you can let this go off because this is a lot harder for spirits to communicate with. So when it does go off, we know full well that there's something in front of us. So you see the blue light in the middle of the little room, there's an aerial that comes off it. Touch that metal aerial and the little lights will light up. Could you go closer to that blue light and do that for me? And try your very hardest. God, if that got off now, I swear I shut myself. I know how hard it is to set that off. It's not easy, but you've got a choice. You can make that ball flash, you can make the green light flicker, or you can go towards the blue light and that will go off as well. Entirely your choice. That music box put the ears in me. We've been to a location that's gone off once. Not once has that gone off.
I know.
Put it in this room here and for some reason bump.
It went off straight away, didn't it?
Yeah.
Like I say, I was sat on that stairwell for a good half an hour at least before I picked it back up.
Oh, I didn't go off one. Yeah,
I didn't go off once. Yeah.
Well, that's freaky. I thought I saw a face in there, just a reflection of my arms. Are you still happy that we're here?
If you can't do the pod, can you the blue light what was brought in? Can you try and do the ball again, just so that you're still here with us?
Whichever's easy for you, just go for that. Be out first, because whatever we get, we're more than happy with. If you think the ball's easier, do the ball. Green light or the blue light, entirely your choice. I know it gets frustrating, people coming in and out all the time. Can you make that ball flash? We're going to struggle with VVPs tonight, I think, because of that freaking music.
I know. I think we can try, can't we?
Saying that though, I cannot as part of it. When they was here, just closing them windows was enough to get something, but they didn't use the EMF, did they?
No.
EMF, EVP.
EVP.
Can you try and make that ball flash one more time for us before we move to the next rooms? I'll make a noise so we can actually hear. Someone just touched my hand there, Brett. Yeah. Did you touch my hand? I felt you touch my hand. Definitely someone touched my hand. I had exactly the same feeling the whole care. And I seen
Like
you
static?
touch me, yeah, like a static feeling. I know you're still here with us. The technology that we possess is a lot better than what other people might have. And so we give you the avenues for you to be able to communicate, tell us your story, but more importantly, prove to the world that life does exist after you die. And we're giving you this option today to be able to communicate. The spiral staircase, I've left an orange light there. You can speak into that orange light and I'll be able to hear your words. Or you can come and touch my hand again like you've just done. We know you're still here. So after being in the reception area where the prisoners would have been booked in for around about an hour, we didn't think when we first walked in here it would be active, and we was rather shocked that the activity that we caught on camera blown us away. The next part we go to now is the wings, and we can't wait for this part. We've been looking forward to this from the start of the investigation.
Guy here.
I thought it was a cooker.
It's
Oh, George Rowley.
George Riley. Can't be to see it on here, it's not by you. No, I'll turn my infrared down. Can't be to see it, it's not by it on here. There you go, yeah, George Riley. George Riley. Sent down for murdering an old woman. He was the last person to be hanged here in 1863 that?
Yeah, so it's
Oh, they executed on 9th February 1961, which was the last known hanging to be done
Oh
here.
yeah, 1961, yeah, I thought it was 1961, yeah.
So when they did that, they buried him on site, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they dug the bodies up, all 10 bodies. There's only his body, because he was the last one to be buried, that they can actually figure out who he was and send him back to his family. He was only young, wasn't he? I'm sure he was only young. How old was he?
It's not now.
21 years old. God, that's a young fucking age to go. So we are now in the execution room, where we've just been saying that 10 prisoners got hanged here, and we've come here today to potentially communicate, because we do know life after death does actually exist, and we've come here to communicate with yourselves today. We have a series of technology surrounding the bay where all these executions and hangings took place. Would you be able to come close and communicate with any part of our technology?
Is there a George here? If there is, we've got a few trigger objects on the floor, so you can make it go off yourself. They won't harm you. They'll just let us know that you're in the room with us. On the camera.
In front of us you can see an orange light on the banister. You can come close to that and speak and say whatever you want. We won't be able to hear it in real time, but when it comes to going home, I'll be able to pick up your voice. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and if you can reply into this EVP recorder, just where my camera's pointing, we will hear your reply. First of all, first question. Can you tell me your name? Was you one of the 10 people that was hung in this room? Did you die from a crime that you committed? Got an eerie feeling in this room. In each corner of this room, there is little balls that are on the floor. If you can go close to any one of them, they will flash. And let us know that you can hear my voice. Can you come close and show yourself? Come and tell us that you are here. Make a noise. Say something. I've had a cold breeze in front of me, but right behind you and in front of me. I'll just move back just so if there's anything on camera it could potentially be caught.
Can you come towards the green light? Two, one near the door and one near the hanging area. Come near it and try and make the lights change colour, just so I know you're here.
We understand that was a very painful way to die, and that's why what's the word, abolished, what's the word? Anyway, yeah, and that's why they stopped doing the hanging when the last person got hung, which was George Riley. They stopped doing it after that. Was it a very painful way to die? In the main cell next to this room, there's a camera with a light on and a box on the floor. Can you go close to that box and touch it for me? That'll tell us that you can hear my voice. God, you can hear a pin drop there. So quiet.
Really quiet.
Scary quiet. Is there any message that we can pass to someone that might be alive now? Because we can do that for you. If you're happy to communicate, can you make that rope move for me? Play tricks out. I don't know if it's moving or not.
Yeah, I'm looking at the machines.
Do I think it is though, is it?
No, it's not. I've been looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm confident, but it's not.
You guys play tricks, don't they? On the floor, there's a blue light. Whoa. What's flashing? Oh, for fuck's sake, man, that's me. Sorry. Debunked. That was me. Come closer and try and touch that blue light on the floor. Touch that antenna for me. It'll make a noise, it won't hurt you. Make yourself known. Make a noise. Remember, we can't see you. Should we go for a walk down the corridor? See what that's like. Leave all the stuff in here.
Oh, they're going, yeah.
Yeah, because if anything comes on that EVP,
That's okay.
are you taking that one, yeah? If there's any spirit in this room, would you be able to come forward and communicate for a split second with us?
Is it really, yeah? Don't come and show yourself. Do you walk down the corridor like you normally do? Walk to the execution room.
Did you hear that outside? Did you hear that outside?
Yeah, what?
Like a bang.
Out there.
Outside in the hallway, yeah.
Walk to the execution room.
Did you hear that outside?
Walk to the execution room.
Did you hear that outside? Before you go on an investigation.
I did a picnic. Alright.
In the middle of the floor, we've got a little green light. If you come close to that green light and touch it, it'll just flicker. It'll tell us that you are here and you can actually hear my voice. Can you make that green light flicker for me? I'll go pitch black. Better in that way. My name's Dave.
My name's Brett.
And the technology that Brett's got in his hand gives us the chance to be able to see you if you stand in front of it. Can you do that for us? Come and speak into the orange light. We know you're here. Come on, hands up. We want to prove to the world that life after death does actually exist. Can you make a noise for me to tell me that you can hear my voice? I made me jump that bit, was you? You moved there, I made me jump a bit.
You come and stand at the door before you walk through it.
I'll bang on the door. Are you there? I made me jump that. I thought it was that one.
Where you going? Where you going in here?
I put one there and one there. I've just got a feeling something might go off in this corridor.
Oh, there's only two. I thought, oh, you took all of them.
Yeah, I left
That's
something
only
there.
three,
Just give me something to play with, I think.
yeah. It says that's going to be off.
I couldn't hear. I've got to walk towards it, it'll turn off.
How did I got like just past that ball and it went off? What?
There you go.
It's actually on pause like last time.
Just reading that about that, the grey lady. If there's a grey lady that likes to roam these corridors, we've come here tonight to witness such a thing. If you do roam these corridors like people have witnessed, have seen, can you come closer to us? And in the main corridor there's a box that will play music if you go near it, and also two balls that if you go near them will flash. Can you go near any of them and make them go off for me? See how powerful you really are. Do your best. Whoa. Was it? There's no one downstairs, I bet.
No, it's not coming from that. How would you do it again?
Shows how powerful you are. Make a loud enough noise that we can hear you. Give it a good go. Sorry. Can you copy me? Can you walk towards us?
Oh, it's a tidy, I think you went off. We only put the balls out there, didn't we?
Just started to fucking shut up. It will turn off, won't it? I'll put this on the little floor. Just to see if anything can happen with it. Will you shut up? Bet. You sure that's going to turn off? Fucking hell, let's go back up. What? What's this, man? Sure, for fuck's sake. So sensitive. Right. Shh. Quiet. I'm nowhere near it. I'm just going near it again, aren't I? Right. So now, theoretically, that goes off now, I'm nowhere near it.
Conspiracy, don't come in to the ground floor. Don't touch his ball in the middle of the room. So now you hear us, or make a tap, or close the doors.
Yeah. The doors. Make a noise on one of the cell doors. Slam one if you want. I won't be here when you fucking do it though if you did. It'd make you jump out your skin though if one slammed though, wouldn't it? Oh god. Yeah, but that was in the other wing though, wasn't it? If anyone's here and can hear my voice now, make yourself known. Please make a noise. You've got all these cells. Slam one of the doors. Show us of your existence that we believe is here. On the concourse outside of each cell, there's a walkway. On that walkway, there's a ball and a wooden box. Go close to it, make it go off, make the music play. Do as you're told. We mean you no harm. We're here to document for ourselves and for the world that once you die, your spirit just doesn't disappear. You can sit and you can roam a place that you either cherished or you spent so long in you know no different. Am I correct? Can you make that ball flash near Brett on the ground floor? On that rug? Go close to it. There must be some evil spirits that still reside here. Come out and show yourself. Make yourself known. Leave your cells, come out and communicate. Walk towards me. Whoa, Brett. I just heard something behind me in this room. Something like tapping something. Clear tapping noise, but I looked at you and you weren't moving and I'm just leaning on the metal fence, well, wailing. We'll stay quiet again, see if I can hear that noise behind me again. If you've just made the noise, I'm sure you can make it a bit louder than that. Surely powerful, strong spirits that like to reside in a prison have some kind of power, strength. If you're strong enough to spend all these years behind bars and defend yourself, surely now you can try and show yourself in the afterlife. Paul, thank you. Nice. Very nice. So you can do this stuff. That's not got off once at all, Brett. So it shows you are strong and you're more than happy to communicate. We know it's when it suits you. Can you do anything else? You picking anything up on the SLS? Was you one of the 10 people that got hung here? If so, can you tell me? Did you enjoy it in this prison? I bet you got locked up for a very, very vile crime. Do your very best and make a loud noise for us. A loud bang. Because we know we aren't here by ourselves. You've already made that ball flash twice, I think. Do something else. I command you to do something else. I heard him knocking a cell then. Did you hear that knock? Right at the far end door. Can you make a really loud noise for me? I'll come down there with you, Pat. It feels really uneasy stood up there. Really uneasy. Do you know what? It feels like someone wants to push you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in front of bars, it just feels like someone's there behind it and they push you.
Now, after being in this location approximately near enough 5 hours at this point, and editing this near enough up to 6 hours at this point, I was really happy to finally get something that was quite substantial. There's clearly just me and Brett in this full wing. There was no females at all within this building, well, where we are anyway. So to hear what I thought was like two male spirits speaking amongst themselves, and then a female clearly say, yeah. So probably what I mentioned about 5 seconds before, saying that I felt like something wanted to push me over the railings, and hearing that clear yeah, I thought it was substantial. So this was on my night vision. Then I flicked onto the colour vision in the actual corridor that was recording. And guess what? We heard it exactly again. The same thing. Listen to this.
Feels really easy to do that. Really easy. Do you know what? It feels like someone wants to push you.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in front of bars, it just feels like someone's there behind me and push you. Is there any way you can walk along that corridor now so we can hear your footsteps? I can't hear you walking. Can you walk for me? Can you make a noise in one of the cells? Sorry, but I'm just moving for a second, mate. God, these walls have got like, you know, these marks. There's like, some of these marks might have been made years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. Make a noise in one of these cells. What?
Come here. I thought it was you. I thought it was you because I could see your arm.
What the hell would that be happening?
It's there where number 28 is, I'm saying.
But I've got it on there. I can't. It's reflecting off the fucking screen. My hair's on the end, what's that? Itching me.
Yes, it's that wall there. That's the
If that's you in front of us that we can see on our screen, can you lift your leg up for me? Lift your leg up. Lift it as high as you can, your leg.
Oh, I know that.
Can you put both your arms to your sides? Put both arms down to your sides. I think that's glitching that bit.
It's weird the way it come in then. It's like I said, I thought it was your arm. Then when you moved away, it's gone. So,
Yeah, it might be a glitch like that. Oh, heart attack over, fucking hell. Right, staircase, there we go.
we'll go right to the top.
Yeah, and we'll work our way down. Any bangs, by the way, go for it. Shows what you can do.
Do your best.
Do your very best.
I'm coming for you.
Smell food. Can you? No. Can you go up the stairs, can you smell it? Oh, if that went off on the table now, that'd be fun now, wouldn't it?
Right, we're going to the next level out, so I'm going to put this box down here.
Got any music box there?
Yeah, just throw it over there.
Just think, any of the teams that have been here tonight, they've not got cameras like us. So to the spirits we might be maybe a bit better to communicate with, I don't know. I'll put a ball on top of you, but I'm out of breath.
I am.
Fucking hell. I've got them.
There you go. Hey, Bruno.
Just here. And I'll put one right at the very end. Oh, not really. Near the end. Don't work. Have I got it on? Yeah, my hand. K2? Oh, no, I've got my REM pod. Whoa. That is the first time I've seen a reaction like that all night.
Since it's on his run. I was trying to it's on the other side of his that.
Well, son, tell me. Is that power to it? Could be.
Bit of an odd situation here. SLS picked up a figure right when we got the spike in that cell on the EMF. EMF had been quiet all night. We get a spike in it and Brett didn't see the screen and we got a little figure just to the side of the wall and very close to the cell. We didn't pick this up in real time and I've only just picked it up on the edit now. It's a shame really.
A flicker then.
I'm not getting nothing on there now.
Wow, I'm picking that up. I'm picking that up. You're getting that. Oh, I don't know. You're doing it new.
I won't lie, went to free then.
I'll turn this on and leave us some, see if they can communicate somehow. Do me a favour, Brett, can you put your SLS just facing...
I fucking see you.
Sorry. Just facing anywhere you want. I'm going to try and do some dowsing mods for a second, you record it. Just for curiosity.
Actually, I'm going to put a song there.
It's worth trying it. Because it works really well in that fucking first place, doesn't it?
Mm. Oh god, there's so much light there, man.
Right. Right, focus, Matt.
No, just getting a shot of SLS.
So I've done that. I mean frame.
Yeah.
So any spirit that might still reside in this, what is it, C dot? What block?
Yeah.
In A block that we're in now, I'm holding two rods in front of me. If you can hear my voice, can you make one of these rods go to the left? Try your hardest. It's moving.
Yeah, apparently.
Make any one of these rods move for me. Nothing happens, I can always try and...
They'll come apart though, on the walls.
Oh, right there, I feel something moving in my hands.
That one's coming now. You're right, the right one.
It's me moving. So with all the strength that you may have, can you make these rods in my hand move? Try your very hardest. That's it. Keep it going. Try and open them up further. Make it faster. You're doing it well. Now can you hold it there and try and push them closer together now. Push these rods closer together. Try your hardest. I'm shaking, I don't know why. Push these rods closer together. Use all the strength that you may have. Go, keep going, I can feel it moving.
It says 3 min in the battery.
3 minutes left?
Mm.
Oh my god. Spare batteries downstairs. Standing, just reading. Really, 3 minutes?
Yeah,
Are you looking at the right one?
Yeah. Can I know what battery looks like?
Oh yeah, no worries, yeah. 3 minutes. Yeah, well. Oh, my battery's downstairs, mate. Fuck's sake. My spare one. Why all the way to the bottom? Oh. I thought that flashed, but it's the blue light.
Oh, behind you.
Yeah. 3 minutes.
Just got some sort of electrics in here now.
Is there any chance while we're here that you can make a big bang for me so we can hear you? Or make one of them balls go off in the corridor that my camera's pointing down? Did it? Can you slam any of these doors? Oh, it flickered again.
If that was you, can you come a little bit closer? Can you try and go to the amber?
You're making it flicker, so you're doing a really good job there.
Try a little bit harder. Oh, amber then.
You're giving a good go on it. Mine's not flicking on there, but yours is doing it in your hand. I'm going to flip the colours in.
Going to amber then.
Oh, I'm going out of focus, right there. Okay.
And try and make it go to the red. Try your hardest. Use all our energy if you need to.
Oh, no shit. By the way, this is the first time it has gone off all night. Near enough, all night.
And it was still a minute ago. And like I said, I just flicker out the corner of my eye.
Can you try your best and try and make that go into the amber for us? Make it go yellow. That's the first green. The one after that's the yellow.
Second green. Do it again.
Bit more. There you go. Oh,
Yeah, well,
there we go.
Can you try and do one more and get it just to the 4 lights so we're going into the red?
God.
Use our energy if you need to.
That won't go to the red bit. Oh,
Yeah,
went
like-
straight to the amber though.
Yeah.
Hello, what's going on here? That's the first time that's gone off properly all night, that.
He did say that, didn't he? That was down here around here. Like I said, the cells, I think, I don't know a bit of miss, but here.
You
It
away
won't
from
even
my
go
light,
off.
you're right in the centre.
I'll see it still now. Oh, we're going to flick it in. Just do one big effort and just try and make it go to the red.
Don't move now, just in case. Right, I'm have to go and get a spare battery. One sec.
Yeah, that's what you...
Stay away, I'll take these buck and pole things down as well. I'll change the battery and I'll come straight back up. Don't be too scared.
Overall, I was really happy with what Shrewsbury Prison had to offer us that night. We had a lot of ground to cover and one night, and I feel we managed to just do that. The activity that we caught, I believe, again, was very substantial. The reception area, we got clear activity in there, and a lot of the activity that we got was on command, which was really great to see and absolutely capture with our own eyes. Fantastic. Cat ball action throughout the night, and a lot of it on command, again, brilliant. But the pinnacle of the investigation for me was hearing and clear a woman's voice reply in C wing when there was no women anywhere in that wing with us. We was by ourselves. The women that was at the location with us, it was at the far end of the prison, and it would be impossible to hear them. So to hear a clear woman's voice on multiple cameras, again, fantastic. And I really enjoyed capturing that and getting it in this edit. Our next location is brilliant. I can't wait. Bishton Hall. If you've never heard of it, you will do once the edit comes out. It is a fantastic location and renowned for paranormal activity. We've been wanting to get it for a year. We finally got it. Another green tick off that box. And we are looking forward to going to that next, and that will be our next episode. So if you've listened this far, thank you very much. This is Shrewsbury Prison, and we are definitely going back. It's a notorious prison with a lot of paranormal stories and history connected to it. We'd be stupid not to go back, but I enjoyed it, the time that we had there, and we got a lot. and I really am looking forward to going back there. But next location, Bishton Hall, can't wait for that.